Alrighty, guys, it's Dave here with CigarNoise, and I've got Victor Nicolas of Chogui Cigars.
Hey,
And
what's
Victor,
up,
my man.
everyone?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No,
If you
my
wouldn't
bad.
mind explaining a little bit about you and Chogui Cigars, brother.
Sure, no problem. Well, like Dave said, my name's Victor, and I'm part of Chogui Cigars back here in Dominican Republic. We just recently started like 6 months ago, being available, very limited, but being available in the U.S. market, and reception's been really good, thank God. So Chogui is a brand I started because I saw a need for like the boutique market is growing a lot, and I'm a big cigar geek. That's what I am. So at first I'm ordering cigars online and just like, oh, everybody's raving about this cigar and stuff. So I'm like, so I'll order it, and then when I look at the box, it says handmade in Dominican Republic, and I'm like, I was baffled by the fact that you just couldn't get them here. So I decided to do a boutique cigar and give some warmth to my country, and luckily that was the idea. But the people started giving out cigars, and people in the U.S. started to say, "Oh, we want to try Chogui." So rest is history.
How did you come up with that name, Chogui, and the Dose 77 as well?
Chogui's a bird, which he sings like, it sounds like that. Makes a chirping sound like Chogui, Chogui. So it's actually South American, but there's an Indian legend, Native Americans or South Native American. I don't know what we call them Indians over here. And the legend was about a little kid that used to go up into trees and contemplate nature, and they said he talked with animals. His mother used to tell him that don't go up the tree, you're gonna fall. So one day he's up in the trees, his mother's back in the village. He sees that his mother's coming back, and he rushes down, but he falls. And the legend says that the moment he died, a Chogui bird, his soul went into the bird. So he didn't die. He just, I guess, a mystic Indian thing. So he ended up, he would go every day as a bird singing the good morning to his mother and just eating oranges. So that legend became a folklore song, and that folklore song uh, just been big. We have a Spanish guy, Julio Iglesias, has his own cover of the song. So my dad used to put the merengue version on the way to school, and it's a happy memory. I remember asking my dad, "What the hell's a chogui?" That's when he explained it to me. So it's a happy memory I've had of my whole family together, my dad, my mom, and my three sisters, just going to school. So when I was looking into the factory, the blending and stuff, that song just came into my mind and just couldn't get it out of my mind. And so you said, you know what, I'm going with this, Chogui Cigars. And everybody's like, oh, but no, and it's not something that is easy to explain to the English. And I'm like, you know what, it doesn't matter. That's what I like, and that's what I'm going with. And I think that's part of what makes it fun.
Yeah, that nostalgia. How about the bands? I mean, you guys have some of the most expressive bands in the industry from what I've seen recently coming out. I mean, it's beautiful. It's got that edge to it. How did that come about?
Well, the first cigar I did was it was called Primera Edición, and it was a limited cigar because it used a leftover, very good wrapper, but it was leftover from a big factory. So it was use this good tobacco, not let it waste, and at the same time, making 5,000 to 8,000 cigars was pretty small. But to me, at the moment, that was my budget. So the first cigar, Primera Edición, I made 300 boxes, and I numbered them by hand. They were only sold here in the Dominican Republic, but on the I'm from Santo Domingo. That's like a 2-hour drive from Tamboril, where the top secret nest is, the factory. So when I pack all my cigars and I'm ready to leave, I'm counting the boxes, and then I'm like, what? I was one box short, but I didn't know which number because when they packed them, they mixed it up. So when I get back to Santo Domingo, that I'm counting and like shit, yeah, I'm missing one because they were saying no, it's there, it's there, but at the end it wasn't, and it was box 277. So next time I come to the factory, I tell all the rollers at the factory, I'm like, I'm calling my next cigar 277, 277, and they were just laughing. They're like, oh, this guy's crazy, because everybody's used to putting the Black Label, Reserva, whatever. I'm like, you know what? No good cigar should be forgotten. So that's where the 277 came from.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and the advertising. My best friend, he owns a advertising firm, so he's a cigar smoker too. So he's been calling. It's like he's part of the brand, you know. So I'm like, let's do something that is different, because when I got into cigars, I always thought you had to be a 9 to 5 guy, wear a suit to enjoy cigars. So when I'm picking up on the culture and everything, and I say, this is the BOTL, it's just magnificent. It doesn't matter what race you are, what age, as long as you have cigars in common. When you go into a shop or a lounge, everybody's the same. It doesn't matter if you're smoking a very expensive cigar or I'm smoking a cheap one. We're all enjoying the same thing. So the idea behind the brand is that when you look at it, it relaxes you. You don't feel like it's pretentious. You know, it's different, but at the same time, fun.
Yeah, and I feel that. What about the reverse side of the band, Fear the Fucking Bird? How'd that come into play?
Well, that's if you look at the label, even though it has a little bit of black or anything, it's a fun thing. It's happy, you know, that I'm happy doing cigars. So that's what I want to express. But at the same time, I had a couple of issues with. There's pretty much non-disclosure right now where I can't say what happened, but let's just say the big guys in the industry, they try to cut the bird's path a little short. So, it was a message to the bigger guys, you know what? No matter what, fear the fucking bird. And my best friend told me, he does the designs, when he learned about the things they were doing, I mean, pretty bad faith things and bad intent. So he got more pissed off than I did, because I said, you know what, if I'm making 8,000 cigars and it's bothering people that make around 5 million a year, I must be doing something right. That was my reaction, because I try to be positive in everything I do. But he got pissed, and then he did the art where he inverted the letters, where Chogui is in red and the bird is blue. He inverted it and made the bird red like war, and he put the fear the fucking bird. That shit just took. Everybody loved it.
Yeah, no doubt. It's you see it and you're just like, fuck yeah, like you just get excited, you know, you want to smoke another one. So you guys happen to have the perfect emoji. And I've been thinking about this, like, for people that are putting out a cigar in the future, how crucial is it to you on Instagram to have that little bird emoji?
You know, I hijacked that emoji. I'm like, you know what? It's not even the Chogui colored, but I'm hijacking it. I want everybody to, when everybody looks at it, I want them to think about Chogui. That's why every time I do a comment or anything, I handle the Instagram. So I'm always putting it there, and it just, to me, it's kind of funny. You know, it's part of,
that's the Chogui emoji now. I don't know where it was, you know, or what it was in the beginning, but now it's Chogui all the way.
That's the idea. So it's working.
Oh, it definitely is. For the people that have not experienced your cigar yet, how would you describe the 277 and the new Lonsdale?
The 277 is actually, it's a very unique smoke in the Robusto format or in the Lonsdale, because we use, they're all Cuban seed tobacco, but grown in the DR. But we use pure, you can say pure grade Corojo, like original Corojo seed. So it's a very, that adds up with the Habano 2020, which is a very, only one guy here grows that tobacco. So it's two unique tobaccos there, and since a lot of the things we hear about nowadays, that they say it has Corojo, it might have a Corojo 2006 or 2009. It doesn't have the yield rate. It's very hard to grow original Corojo and be successful. Like its yield rate is so low that it's expensive, but at the same time, you can't beat the original seeds. So that's and it gives it a very unique flavor profile where flavor comes first and then strength becomes secondary. When you have a palate cigar that stimulates your whole palate, and it's very unique.
Absolutely. So you're going to be in the virtual lounge with us this Sunday. What time do you want to meet up?
You let me know. I'm free on Sunday. My life is tobacco, so if I'm smoking and talking with people that enjoy it, that's not work for me.
Cool. Hell yeah. All right. I'll get you a time. Probably late afternoon, evening, something like that.
You just let me know what time and we'll set it up.
Excellent. Victor, my man, thank you so much, brother.
No, thank you for the opportunity.